worst financial mistake I've ever made, I'll be honest with you guys, is this car that I'm currently driving. And it's not the car itself, like I literally love this car, I can't imagine myself driving anything else. It's the fact that I have car payments, which is so stupid. It literally makes me sick thinking about it. I wish we would have just waited like a year and maybe saved up like $20,000 in cash and bought a used car, because purchasing a brand new car was so dumb. Not only did it lose value like the second we drove it off the lot, but now we're paying interest payments on top of that. And this car is already 2 years old. Like, it was only brand new for like 5 minutes, so might as well have bought a used car. But at least I learned that lesson in my early 20s so that I never do that again in my life.
Okay, so let me put y'all on real quick. So back during the pandemic, whatever you want to call it, I bought not only one, but two motherfucking high-end luxury cars. I got a BMW and a Range Rover. And looking back, I could really slap the fuck out of myself if I'm just being honest. Not because I couldn't afford it then or now, but because I'm no longer trying to keep up with chasing a look. You feel me? I really wasn't thinking long term when I bought these dumb investments. I'm gonna just be honest with you. It's really nothing cute about being stuck with two high-end ass car notes. I promise you that. Especially when it's a depreciating asset. But forget the situation. Here's the lesson. If you're gonna get a higher end car, lease it. Do not finance it for 6 to 7 years just to be stuck in a car note that you no longer really want. Then you can't sell it without taking a hit. Cause this is the thing. When I bought my cars, y'all know everything was overpriced during motherfucking pandemic. So not only am I in a hole with two vehicles, you get what I'm saying? It's just like they're not even worth it for what I'm paying on them. They really don't hold their value. Like, they lost their value so motherfucking quick. It's crazy. I mean, unless you got money and you just like, fuck it, you don't care, and you just want to, you know what I'm saying, blow your money on a vehicle, do you by any means. But for me, I feel like if I would have leased my cars, leasing would have gave me a way better out. You get what I'm saying? Because I would still be whatever I want to be in, and it would be brand new. I'm 30 now, so clearly my goals just look different for myself, if I'm just being honest with you all. I don't really care about people seeing me look wealthy. I want to be wealthy. Real assets, real money in the bank, real investments, all that good shit. So if you're watching this and you're thinking about getting a luxury car, just pause for a moment. I'm not here to kind of like push you away from what you want to do. I'm here to just simply give you a better understanding of where you should put your money or how to utilize your money when purchasing a brand new high-end luxury car, so you don't feel like how I feel. Always remember, fix your credit first and make sure your money is always working for you. If you need help fixing your credit, I got you. That's my lane. I've been doing that. Give me the word credit and let's get your profile looking all the way together. Honestly, I made the mistake so y'all don't have to.
One topic that I have been meaning to talk about my car finance, and I just want to start being open now about how much I owe, how much I originally owed, and how much I've got left, and how much I've paid so far. I'm trying to correct my wrongs. Obviously, like, I knew that this was gonna be this financial debts that I'm in with my car. Let's talk numbers. Let me tell you guys how much I owe, how much is left, and let's just go from there. So the car is worth about 3,000 pounds, I would say. If I were to buy this car, it is honestly just worth around 4,000. This car has cost me 10,000 pounds. I know it's really bad. I know. It's really bad. I have managed to like pay at least 5,000 because I have been really bad with money. Like, I have been really terrible with the way that I handle money, with the way that I treat money. I have had a really unhealthy relationship with money. And one thing about me that I learned is that just because I was making money did not mean that I knew how to keep it or how to use it. And investing into money was never something that I was ever good at. 10,000 pounds, I signed that contract 3 years ago and took this car on finance. The car is not worth 10,000, guys. Like I said, I think I am halfway. I have paid about 5,000 already of this car, and I still have 5,000 left to go. I do want to get to the point where I can save up like a chunk of money and then like just pay off as quickly and as fast as I possibly can. But yeah, guys, I know that this is a very big debt. It's a lot of money, I know what I know now about money, and just to value it as much as I possibly can now. And I know some people might say, oh, why are you sharing this on the internet? But I feel like they are genuine people that actually want to help with advice. Like, I value the most is advice. Like, I appreciate people who want to give me advice. Like, I would say that if you are doing your lessons now, you're better off just saving your money and getting yourself a good second-hand car, because you are going to be stuck for many years and having to pay this amount every single month. You know, life changes all the time, so some months you might figure out like, oh, this is going on, you might not be able to pay it. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna take you guys on another journey of me trying to clear my somewhat 5,000, 10,000 debt with my car. So yeah, that's the final thing, guys. Like, I have learned so much for the past few months, and I feel like it's gonna be stressful, but I feel like I'm very confident that I am gonna like learn from this and never do this again. I feel comfortable sharing with you guys this part of my journey as well. So yeah.
Regret about
Here's
buying a car.
My biggest regret about buying a car. Way back when I didn't even know what a lease was, I went to a Lexus dealership and I wanted to lease a brand new Lexus. And I decided to put $10,000 down. Why? Because I was expecting that to make my payment lower. What the dealership did was, here, $10,000, that's music to their ears. That's an opportunity for the dealership to make a lot of money on a lease. When leasing a car, there's no amount finance. It's not too many things you can calculate to understand where your money is going. With you leasing a car, they put on the paperwork that MSRP. MSRP stands for Manufacturer's Suggestion Retail Price. Could be any number in the world. So, with that being said, if you are looking to lease a car anytime soon, please put little to no money down. It will not affect your payment much. Ask questions, be smart.
Buying a Mercedes at 19 was probably the worst financial decision I've ever made. I started my job at 18 and I decided to treat myself to my first car, a 2014 Mercedes A180. I didn't know much about cars when I was buying my car. We didn't even have a family car. I thought it would be a good idea for me to spend a little bit more on a nicer car that will last long. Unfortunately, I was wrong, because it's caused me too much of a financial burden. The upfront price tag was quite steep, and I think I did get a little bit scammed by the dealership. They didn't even give me the logbook when I bought the car to go into back and forth arguments with the dealership. Red flag number one. Even though it had an AA guarantee, it started having little problems. When I did my car's first MOT, it failed, and getting the MOT fixed cost me like £800. That's not even including insurance. I think the first year of insurance for me was 2.7k, and now it's at like 1.1k a year. But it's my first year of insurance was nearly £3,000. I don't even know how I managed to like do that, because me right now, the way I am, I'm absolutely like, you know, I would not do that. I lived at home with my mum, so my priorities were different. I do think that if I hadn't wasted my time buying a Mercedes, I'd be way financially better off. Problem after problem, when I think I'm done paying the monthly fee of my car and paying all the insurance fees, my car decides to break down on my way to see family. I literally had to be rescued by one of my best friends in the middle of the night outside of London. It was so scary. To make it worse, the time that this happened couldn't have been the worst time, because I had just started the process of buying my new flat and I needed all the money I could get because the legal fees are steep. So when I knew there was a bill incoming, I had to brace myself. I was not financially ready for that. I was the final straw, so I am deciding to sell my car. I'm done with it. So if I could go back to when I was 19, I would get a cheap car that I viewed back then as ugly, but one that's reliable, one that has passed every single MOT, completely green, no amber, low mileage. I will say though, my car came with a 12-month AA guarantee, but lessons are to be learned. If you're looking to buy a car in the near future, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope that your experience isn't as bad as mine.
So I purchased a Range Rover Sport about a year ago, and I am regretting the purchase. And it's not because there have been mechanical issues. It's been a good car so far. We'll see. I don't know. It's not because I can't afford it. This was a business decision. I saved a lot of money on taxes last year buying this. But it is because I have come to learn that I think nearly every single Range Rover owner plays tennis. And I fucking hate tennis, you guys. I hate it so much. I am not going to do it. I'm not going to play it. I will give up this car before I have to play tennis. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that there are owners that don't play tennis. Because I really don't think they exist. I mean, there's one right here, and it's going to stay that way.
I have $60,000 worth of car debt, with about $30,000 of that being in negative equity. And let me tell you how the dealership scammed me, because I bought my car by myself back in 2022 and I got scammed, and I don't want y'all to get scammed. So let's talk about it. I went in spring of 2022 to buy my Jeep. I wanted the Jeep Wrangler, which is the hybrid car, part gas, part electric. And anyways, during that time, they didn't have a lot of stock because of COVID. And so basically they were going to order my Jeep, and it would come within 3 months. Well, the dealership guy told me that they could put me in a Jeep off the lot for 3 months with no loan payment, and then they would roll the loan over to the new Jeep when it came in. I was like, oh, that sounds great. So I signed it. I didn't have any payments. My Jeep came in the mail. My Jeep came, I went and I picked it up, and y'all, when he sat me down, he handed me a piece of paper that said that the car was like $100,000. And when I tell you, I about had a fit, because when I had originally went in, the finance guy told me that my monthly payment was going to be like $600. And then when I told the car salesman that when I was picking up the Jeep, he said that the finance guy lied, and that's why he doesn't work there anymore. And now I'm stuck with $1,000 car payment. And the reason why I have negative equity is because somehow, and I still don't know how he did it. I worked with a lemon law attorney, and I still don't know how he did it. But basically, when he rolled the first loan into the second one, he somehow kept it higher. I don't understand how negative equity works. I honestly don't. So if you ask me questions about that, I probably can't help. But basically, if I were to sell my Jeep today, I'd be lucky if I got like $35,000 on it, and I still owe $59,000. Yeah, so if you see this video, feel free to repost it, like it, comment, share, tell me I'm an idiot. I know I'm an idiot. I literally talked to like 3 different people, and they're like, you know, everyone makes stupid decisions when they're younger, and most of the people that I've talked to, they've made stupid decisions when it's come to cars as well. And you know what? I have to live with it. But don't make the same mistake as me just because you want a nice car, because guess what? If I could go back, I would get a used Toyota or Honda and just stick with that.
I regret buying my Cybertruck, which is what a lot of you wish I was saying right now. But the reality is, I don't regret this purchase one bit. When I bought this Tesla Cybertruck, it was $100,000. And that was because this is the Foundation Series Cybertruck, which basically means it's the first ones ever made. And now that you can buy almost the exact same Cybertruck for just $72,000, you must be saying you have to regret paying $28,000 more for this one than one you can buy right now. But before you start thinking that you can buy a cheaper Cybertruck right now, just take a look at this. The Foundation Series Cybertruck came absolutely fully loaded. Upgraded wheels, full self-driving, the white interior, a bunch of accessories that I can't even name, plus the ability to fully power my house in case there's any sort of a power outage, and last but not least, the exclusive Foundation Series badging. And if you add all of that up together, The price of a brand new Cybertruck that is comparable to this Cybertruck is $95,000, and you don't get any of the Foundation Series etching. So for me, paying just a couple $1,000s extra to get this truck a full year earlier than I could have now, to me, was definitely worth it, so I don't regret this purchase at all.
Y'all tell me if I'm crazy, but I'm pretty sure that I have been scammed by Volkswagen. Back in 2024, the EPC light came on my car. I have a 2018 Volkswagen Tiguan. We took it into the dealership and they told us that the turbo went out, so we paid a little bit over $3,000 to replace the turbo. Fast forward to December of 2025, my EPC light comes on yet again. Between 2024 and 2025, we had moved states, so we didn't take it into the same dealership. This dealership told us that it was the turbo. So we said it should be under warranty because we just got it replaced about a year ago, and we gave them the paperwork for the replacement part. They looked it over and they said, actually, it's out of warranty because you've exceeded 12,000 miles. The warranty states 12,000 miles or 1 year, whichever comes first. My husband looked over the paperwork and said, actually, it says 12,000 years or no, 12,000 years, 12,000 miles or 1 year, whichever comes last. So they looked it over again and they were like, you know what? You're actually 100% right. That is what it says, but we can't honor that because that's not our warranty. So you're gonna have to take it to the other place that gave you this replacement part so that they can honor this warranty. We call up the Volkswagen where we had it serviced. We told them everything that was going on. They looked it over. We spoke to like 4 different people and they finally agreed to service our vehicle under warranty. We drive our vehicle to Georgia, back to the dealership that had originally replaced the turbo. After 3 weeks of having our vehicle there, they call us and tell us, actually, it's not the turbo that needs to be replaced. It's something next to the turbo that has to do with the turbo, but it's not the turbo, so it's not under warranty, and it's gonna cost you $1,800. So we go back and forth because that's a little bit too convenient for them. They told us that they have the top repair person in all of Volkswagen working at their shop and they know what they're talking about, yada yada yada. Okay, whatever. I can't argue with a guy who knows cars because I know nothing about cars, so we pay to have it done. My husband drives to Georgia to pick up our car today. He pays the money. He asks to speak with a manager and says, you know what? I want you to tell me that you're not going to come back and say, oh, actually it was the turbo, when the EPC light comes back on, and then say, you know what, we still can't replace it under warranty because we have to go by the original replacement warranty and you're out of warranty now because we had brought it in when it would have still been under warranty. You know what I'm saying? And they told us, no, we can't do that for you. So my husband said, you know what, whatever, just give me my key, let me get out of here. He gets his key, goes to the car to leave, and the car won't start, right? So he goes back in and he says, my car won't start. And the guy was like, oh, it's no problem. I'll just start it for you. And there shouldn't be anything wrong with it. It's just because it's been sitting for so long. But if you have any issues on your drive back, just give me a call and I'll help you. And he's like, okay, I don't know what you're going to do if I'm like 5 hours away because it's a 7-hour drive, but sure, I'll give you a call. So they jump his car. He goes to his sister's house because he's about to drive back to Georgia. So he's going to eat at his sister's house before he takes the 7-hour drive back to his family. He eats, he goes to get in the car, and the car won't start. So he calls the guy and says, hey, listen, my car's not starting. I'm going to need a new battery. And the guy's like, yeah, there's nothing I can do for you. It's going to be $400 if you want to have it towed in here and we'll replace the battery for you, but you got to come out of pocket $400. I freaking hate Volkswagen. No one should ever buy Volkswagen. This is a brand that cannot stand behind their product. I feel like I've been given the runaround. I feel like I've been gypped. I feel like I should have never bought a Volkswagen in the first place. I 100% regret my decision.